I want you to think about yesterday, specifically the yesterday of a woman you love. So pwedeng your mom, your lola, your ate, your best friend, or maybe yourself, diba? What time did she wake up? Anong oras siya nagluto? Anong oras siya nag-pack ng baon? Meron ba siyang remind? Whose schedule did she keep track of this time? Kaninong problem ang sinolve niya before that person even knew na may problema siya? Sinong umuwi na masama ang loob and your mom put her own day down just to be there? Now ask yourself, how much of that showed up in any official measure of work? How much of it got counted, compensated, even acknowledged? There is an entire economy holding this world together, and it is almost entirely invisible. And the people carrying most of it, they are women. And that's not just my opinion, that's backed by data. And it's also a story. And today, we're going to unpack all of those. And happy Mother's Day to your mom or your mother figure, or to those moms out there who's celebrating Mother's Day, or you're celebrating Mother's Day for your mother figure. Happy Mother's Day. Quick context before we go deeper, diba? In 2015, world leaders agreed on 17 sustainable development goals. This is a shared blueprint for a better planet by 2030. So ang goal nito is to end poverty, to provide clean potable water, to provide climate action, quality education. This is episode 2 of the 17, where each week we take one of those goals and bring it home, because these are not distant policy targets. They show up in your kitchen, your commute, your family's unspoken rules about who does what and why. Today's goal is SDG 5, gender inequality. Now, I know what some people hear when they hear gender inequality. They hear debates, they hear politics, they hear, here we go. But I want to take you somewhere specific today, somewhere harder to argue with, somewhere that's just mathematics. By the way, if you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. I run Sustainably Ambitious. This is a channel for people who want to actually understand sustainability, not be lectured at, not made to feel guilty. Just honest conversations about how the world's biggest challenges are already living inside your everyday life. And this episode, this one is personal for me, not in a very dramatic way, just in a way the truest things usually are. Because I've been that person carrying the invisible work, telling myself it was fine, wondering why I always felt behind even when I was doing everything right. So when I say this matters, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. SDG 5 is about achieving gender equality and empowering all women and girls. And yes, that means equal pay, representation in leadership, ending gender-based violence, all of it urgent, all of it real. Pero today, I want to focus on the piece that almost never makes it into the conversation: unpaid care work. Here's the global picture. According to the ILO, women perform about 76% of all unpaid care work globally. Kasama dyan yung cooking, childcare, elder care, managing the household, emotional labor, community organizing, all of it. And if i-add natin to together and pay it at the minimum wage, unpaid care work would be worth somewhere between 10 and 39% of the global GDP. Now, depending on whose numbers you use, it could be trillions every year. Here in the Philippines, women spend more than twice as many hours on unpaid domestic work as men. So about 6 hours a day para sa babae versus under 3 hours for men. And that is according to the Philippine Statistics Authority. And here's what makes that number hit differently. Filipino women have one of the highest labor force participation rates in Southeast Asia. So, ibig sabihin, hindi sila stay-at-home moms lang. They are working full jobs and at the same time, they carry the full weight of the household. So, hindi siya instead of a career. It is on top of one. We even have a phrase that captures this, di ba? The Filipino woman is supposed to be the ilaw ng tahanan, the light of the home. And that's a very beautiful image. I grew up hearing it, pero sometimes that image becomes a cage. You're the light, which means you are expected to just keep burning without rest, without help, without complaint. And if you burn out, napapagod ka na, at magiging bitter ka na, the story becomes, ay, itong babaeng to, may problema sa kanya. It's usually that story and hindi natin naiisip na she was given too much to carry. Every time we say, that's just what moms do, that's a story. Every time we say, she doesn't mind, she's naturally nurturing, that's another story. And every time we frame care as love instead of labor, that's another narrative. And I think those stories are beautiful. In part, kasi care is really is love. But here's the thing about love when it only flows one direction. Pwede siyang maubos. These stories aren't neutral. They're making invisible labor feel natural, feel inevitable. So we stop asking who benefits from it being free. When someone is carrying 6 hours of unpaid work a day on top of a full-time job, they have less time to study, less time for higher responsibility roles, less time to rest, and rest, as it turns out, is what lets you build anything. SDG 5 isn't asking us to stop caring for others. It's asking us to stop making care invisible and to stop distributing it so unfairly. And before anyone thinks this is just a women's issue, it isn't. When women are exhausted, families feel it. Women are half of the population. When half of the population is locked out of their full potential by unpaid burdens, economies feel it. When men are told that caring is weakness, na hindi siya bagay sa lalaki, they miss out on something fundamental too. Connection, presence, a life that actually involves the people in it. Gender equality is not a women's issue. It's a design problem. And every single one of us is living inside the design. Here's what SDG 5 is actually asking for. Count the work, pay for the work where it can be paid, share the work, and build systems at home, at work, in policy that stop treating care as a given that someone else will handle. That starts in the smallest places. Sino nagluluto? Sino naghuhugas ng plato? Sino maggagawa ng appointment sa pedia? Sino mag-aalala sa mga birthdays? Who absorbs the emotional weight of the family so that everyone else can focus? None of those questions are small. They add up to a life. And right now, for too many women, those questions have one answer. Sustainable development doesn't happen if half the world is spending their energy keeping the lights on for everyone else and getting nothing in return. That's not sustainable by any definition. Seeing that clearly, that's where it starts. So, what's the invisible work in your life? Whether you're doing the invisible work or you're just starting to notice someone else doing it, or you're that person who just realized, oh, she does that. She always does that. I hope you will share it with us para it can be a topic, a conversation that can be talked about. And if this resonated, I hope you will subscribe to this channel because we have 15 more of these conversations ahead. 15 more ways the world's biggest goals are already part of your story. Next episode, we will talk about spending, SDG 12, and specifically why the way you shop has less to do with the money you think and everything to do with the stories you tell yourself. Again, I'm Jen, and this is Sustainably Ambitious, and I hope to see you again next week. Thank you. Bye.